Welcome back to Bold Life and Leather. Live life boldly with no fear or regrets. It's been over a month since my last video. Been a long time. So this time I'm coming back with something very, very strong. Since it's been a long time. Today we have something very bold, very animalic, and very leathery. It's niche. It is the essence. Is the essence of pure niche perfumery. I have always maintained that animalic notes are the heartbeat of niche perfumery. They give us that character, the depth to a fragrance, and they give us that sexy primal carnal allure that awakens our basic instincts, which are still basic despite how much we have evolved as a species. So today I'm gonna be talking about Hyrax by Zoologist. This is a niche Canadian brand. I fell in love with it right away because all their fragrances are named after animals, and they have an animal on the bottle. Unfortunately, it only comes in 60 milliliters. I wish it was more. I wish they give they have the option to buy it in 100 milliliters or 120 at least. Because me, I'm a generous sprayer. I'm a heavy sprayer. And just like when I reviewed the Africa Oliphant by Nishane, when I bought that one, I already got 3 bottles because it was only 50 milliliters. So I bought 3 right away. Okay, and this one I'm definitely gonna get another bottle. And I'll tell you exactly why, because it's a beautiful niche masterpiece. This is a complex fragrance. It has animalic and leathery nuances there, some booziness, some spiciness, and all good stuff we like. So let's get down to brass tacks. It comes in a box like this. I generally throw the box away, but I kept this one because it has the notes in it right here. Okay, you got the picture of the perfumer here in the bottom. His name is Sven Pritzkolate. I think he's Eastern European or something like that. And the bottle comes in a box like this one. Got the Zoologist logo here, and the bottle sits here. But the good thing about this one is the notes are in the back. So in the top notes we have elemi, which is a resin from the bark of the trees, pink pepper, saffron, and Turkish rose. In the heart we have African stone or a Hyraceum. African stone is the is the droppings, the fecal droppings and the urine of Hyrax. Hyrax is a beautiful furry kind of a little furry animal that lives in the Middle East and Africa. Through generations, when they defecate, they do it in the same spot, and usually that spot is in a cave or sheltered in a way. And through generations, these animals, they go that's their bathroom. Okay. So that's where they defecate and urinate. And the African stone or the Hyraceum, which is the fragrance component, is the fossilized, are these droppings over tens and thousands of years. They become fossilized, they become petrified, they become solid and sterile. Okay. And these ones are then, they dig them up or extract them, and they contain Hyraceum, which smells, the funny thing, it combines the smell of castoreum and the musky smell of civet and a bit of oud, and it's an animalic smell. So that's Hyraceum or African stone, which is listed here in the heart. And then we have hyacinth, which is a green flower. Styrax, back to our resins, beautiful resins. And whiskey, that's in the heart. In the base we have amber, benzoin, castoreum, civet, patchouli, sandalwood, and tonka bean. So we have a lot of good stuff in here. A lot. And this is supposed to be the Hyrax animal. The funny thing is dressed in Middle Eastern attire. Even have like the Muslim cap. Okay, and I'll tell you exactly why they did it. Made in Canada, 60 milliliters. I think it's a 20%. Even though this is a extrait de parfum concentration, but I think it's no more than 20%, if I'm not mistaken, because it doesn't say anything on the package about that. Let me see in the bottom of the bottle. Yeah, it doesn't say the concentration of the fragrant oils. It just says extrait de parfum, and then you got the batch code, and it's made in Canada. Usually extrait de parfum, they range from 20 to 30%. From 20 to 30%, usually they range to fragrant oils. Okay. Some hand gel. All these boxes in here. But it's a beautiful, beautiful bottle. 60 milliliters. You can see the cap. The cap has leather on it. Of course, it's synthetic leather, but it's a nice touch. It has leather on the cap. It has the Zoologist logo on the top. And the bottle itself is very chunky, like it's very heavy glass, because the amount of fluid is not that much. Like you can see it ends up to here. So the bottle itself is bigger than the amount of fluid it holds, since it's only a 60 milliliter. But it has a nice visual design. And you got the gold. You know me, I love gold. So it's a nice bottle. Nice cap, a nice gold atomizer. But yeah, why it looks like the Hyrax is wearing Middle Eastern clothes, and I'll tell you exactly why. All the species of the Hyrax, they're native to Africa, except the rock Hyrax. It's native to Africa and the Middle East. And the rock Hyrax, specifically, is the one they extract the Hyraceum from it, or the African stone as they call it. But this is the one that the rock Styrax is the one that they get the Hyraceum, which is the droppings and the fossilized droppings, and that one is native to the Middle East and Africa, or North Africa, because North Africa is also sometimes considered Middle East, since they all speak Arabic. That's why the Hyrax here is wearing traditional Middle Eastern attire. But the smell, the scent profile, ooh la la, ooh la la. Right away, you get a spicy kick, very sharp, very spicy kick from the pink pepper and the saffron, and the eleme also. Yummy. It's right away. It's very spicy. But again, I'm all about honesty. And when you read reviews for Hyrax on Fragrantica, people are raving how it is extremely animalic, that is so challenging, that is this and that and blah blah blah. It's not that challenging. Okay, I wish this is wearable. First and foremost, this is a totally wearable animalic leathery fragrance. Okay, totally wearable. It's spicy, it's resinous, it's definitely animalic. The civet and the castoreum, you pick them up right away. The funny thing, it has Hyrax, the Hyraceum we talked about, the Hyrax. The problem, Hyraceum, or Hyrax, named after the animal, the note itself is not used in a lot of perfumes. So I don't know what it smells like. This is my first fragrance with Hyraceum. Okay, so I don't know, like, I love the smell of the whole fragrance as itself, but it's hard to pick up on the Hyraceum note or the Hyrax note because I never tried it before. It's used very rarely in fragrances. Civet and castoreum, I can pick a civet or castoreum a miles away. And this one definitely has civet and castoreum. And it has that dustiness that reminds me of hard leather, where the castoreum just shines miles away, okay? But it's hard to tell what Hyraceum smells like because I never smelled Hyraceum. The Hyrax note itself. And this is the first one that uses it, which is why I was very interested. This was a blind buy from me. I think I'm one of the few people in the world who would blind buy something like that, since it's very animalic and it's supposed to be very challenging. But again, it's not that challenging. It's animalic, it's bold. This is a very bold fragrance. Don't get me wrong, it's very bold, but it's not too bold. It's not too animalic. Okay, it's animalic, but it's not overly animalic in your face that people say, oh, is this too much? I can't, it's not like that. This is very wearable fragrance, okay? You can wear it. I mean, I wouldn't wear it to the office, but you can wear it to going out. You go and running some errands, whatever, going out with friends, leisure activities, I mean, business meetings aside or professional functions, you can wear this to basically to any leisure activity, It's very bold. Back to the notes. This can be classified as a leather fragrance, and I'll tell you exactly why. Oh, I love it so much. Can't get enough of it. I'll tell you why it can be classified as a leather fragrance. Exactly why. If you look at the notes, okay, we have saffron, we have styrax, elemi, castoreum, and civet. Okay, if you combine these notes by themselves, these notes can make you a beautiful leather accord by themselves. The saffron is always, it started with the Tuscan leather. Saffron by itself has leathery nuances, okay? And the castoreum by itself already has leathery nuances, and the same goes for styrax. Okay, styrax is syrupy, resinous. So when you combine saffron, styrax, civet, and castoreum, and elemi, you get a beautiful leather accord, because like we said before, a leather accord is a fantasy accord, because you cannot extract anything naturally from leather. Okay, so perfumers, they recreate a leather accord using usually base notes, animalic notes, resins, oud, stuff like that. So definitely this could be classified as an animalic leather fragrance, because half the notes by themselves are they can make a leather accord, if you combine them together, and they're already combined here. So that's why it has very strong leathery nuances. Castoreum by itself gives you leathery nuances. Civet as well gives you that muskiness. Saffron, elemi, styrax, all that. Beautiful. By the way, the whiskey here, the whiskey accord is very potent. It gives it that booziness. It gives it that booziness right away. You get the booziness, the sharpness with the spices in the top. Oof. I mean, it's very well made. This is a very complex fragrance. Okay, is a very, I love it. I mean, I'm gonna spray more because I really love it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And actually, yeah, like I said, it was a blind buy, and this was supposed to be the most challenging or the most animalic of all the Zoologist fragrances. When I took a look at the notes and I saw the picture of the Hyrax and the Civet and the Castoreum, I was like, boom, sold. And saffron in the top, I was like, say no more. You know, say no more. I'm sold. It has leathery nuances and animalics. Say no more. I was sold right away. That's why it was a blind buy. And by the way, this is not available at discounters. It's very hard to find. I don't know why Zoologist fragrances are very hard to find. I couldn't find this anywhere except in a niche store in Italy. I got this one in Italy. It was FedEx to me from Italy, but it's a Canadian brand. But it's not available at discounters. It's not available. It's not readily available. So you gotta dig for it. And if you're in the States, like my friend Rada, you can definitely get it easily. By the way, I got the lover's tale, the one you recommended, and I'm in love with that one. Sexy peach and animalic leather. But this is a masterpiece, right away. I mean, there's no discussions here. You know, this is definitely a masterpiece. Okay, it's so well made. It's one of the few fragrances that when you get it and you start using it, the more you smell it, the more you like it. It's like the more you discover more new nuances about it. You know, that's how I like it. Oh, so nice. It is so nice. Beautiful. It's getting warm here because I'm wearing leather, and it's today. What's the temperature today? It's 10 degrees, so we're in spring now. And I'm wearing a polo sweatshirt, and so it's getting hot. A little bit hotter. Crack a window here, but spring is finally here. We're happy about that. But definitely, this is a masterpiece. Okay, it has so many different nuances in it. Okay. Spiciness, leathery nuances, leathery facets, animalics here are beautiful. They're so well blended. You know, they're so well blended, the Civet and the Castoreum. And the resins this is a masterpiece. I'm gonna get another bottle. I will get another bottle 100%. That's how good it is. And the funny thing, I think they have changed. They have changed these beautiful bottles. Now they come in something they called, because I was looking at the official website. I want to get another one, and the one in Italy is out. But the Zoologists, they changed these bottles. This is the old design. The new one comes, they're called a deluxe bottle. It comes in a round bottle with a gold cap. But hopefully the juice is still potent. The only thing about the performance, I don't think is that potent. You know, a lot of people say this is beast mode. Usually animalic notes are supposed to be beast mode, but to me, I've been using it for quite some time now, and it's windy today, man. Hot damn, y'all. All right, it's not that beast mode. Okay, you get average projection, average longevity. Again, this is extrait de parfum. It's supposed to be to have a high longevity, but it's I find it average. Okay, like the hard leather that I have is more of a beast mode, and nobody's beast mode like your own parfum. R.I.P. of course, unfortunately. So there you have it, Hyrax by Zoologist. Beautiful fragrance, niche fragrance. Comes in 60 milliliters like that. Nice cap, heavy cap actually. I like it. Let's do one more. Seriously, this is a well-made fragrance, a well-blended formulation, formulation. You get the booziness right away. The booziness with the spiciness kicks you right in the face right away. And then you get the animalics with the resins and the warmth from the benzoin. You got patchouli and tonka bean as well. It gives it that warm, ambery allure that will stay with you throughout the fragrance journey on your skin. And again, always spray on the skin and on clothes, but make sure to spray on your skin because a fragrance evolves better when it's sprayed on skin. I like the color of the juice also. It has ambery, golden brown ambery color. Beautiful, beautiful label also. So, but again, I was expecting it to be more animalic. I'll be honest. I was expecting it to be like, the thing with me, I'm always expecting it to be more animalic than it, like I'm expecting it to be something that maybe nobody would want to wear except me. You know, that's how I am. You know, when they say something is bold, it has to be really bold. Don't get me wrong, this is bold, but it's not too bold. Okay, so again, don't trust the reviews you read on Fragrantica or anywhere else. A lot of these people, they have never smelled the fragrance. Okay, they just write reviews for the sake of it, or I don't even understand why they do it. Like when I was reading some reviews a couple years ago about Tom Ford Ombre Leather Parfum, and most reviews are totally wrong. When I did the video comparing them both, they said that the Parfum is more masculine, is more feminine, even though the Parfum is more masculine since it has it had the woody notes and the tobacco accord, while the EDP had the florals, more floral. And the funny thing, a lot of people said it's animalic. How can Ombre Leather be animalic, man? How? Like, it doesn't have any animalic notes. It's a floral leather. Okay, so don't trust the reviews. Never trust these reviews that you read on Fragrantica or anywhere else. And because they will give you a false representation and false expectations. I was expecting this to be more animalic, you know, and this is totally wearable. I'll be honest with you. I'm always honest. You know, this is the goal of like this. My channel is from the heart, from my heart to your heart. You know, it's all about honest communication. This is a totally wearable fragrance. This is a totally wearable fragrance. Okay. Yes, it's animalic. Yes, it's leathery. Yes, it's bold. But so what? A lot. I mean, you know, most of the leathers are animalic and bold. You know, so totally wearable. Totally. I don't want to say versatile. I mean, it's not versatile, but it's not overly bold. It's bold, but it's not too bold. So, since we're speaking about expectations, actually, you know, in life, sometimes we have high expectations, you know, because, you know, let's talk about life a little bit. So, the thing is, don't let your expectations ruin your happiness. I talked in a previous video about the killers of joy in life. And having high expectations or unrealistic expectations can be a killer of joy, and it can ruin your happiness, and it can honestly, it can suck the life out of you. Okay, I'll give you an example. A lot of people will be going and thinking and saying to themselves, you know, at this age, I was expecting my life to turn out this way. Or if I'm like, I became 40 last month. At the end of January, I became 40. So I was thinking at 40 years age, you know, my life should have been this way or that way. And if it didn't turn out in that way, people get sad, or they engage in like beating themselves up and feeling guilty and having all these regrets. Why? I mean, it just if something worked out the way that you hoped for it to work out, it's fine. If it didn't, just move on. Make plan B and move on. You know, you can always do something else. If you wanted to get a job or some position and you didn't get it, that's not the end of life, okay? Or if you wanted to be a doctor or a lawyer or whatever, or a CEO, and it didn't happen, that's not the end of your life. You can do other things, okay? So don't let these expectations ruin your life and ruin your internal peace and happiness. Peace of mind is priceless, okay? I'm telling you, peace of mind is priceless. Is gold, is diamonds, okay? Is even more, is worth more than diamonds, okay? That is priceless. So don't let anything ruin your internal peace of mind, your internal peace. Always be structured. Something didn't work out, fine, regroup and keep moving, you know? Don't get caught up in, oh, I thought my life will turn this way, and it turned this way, and like some of my friends will I have a couple of friends that they were engaged in some investments and it didn't work out over a number of years, and then they say, oh, I'm 40 now and I have nothing to show for my life. Like, why do you measure life in terms of investments or achievements, whether it is financial achievement or educational achievement or whatever? Don't measure your life in these metrics, you know, because I work in research. So I used to work in user privacy and security before I switched my research into HCI now, human computer interaction. You know, I got an MSc in computer science. We used a lot of metrics to find to work with the user privacy and security, but don't use metrics or these milestones to measure your life up. A lot of people will look at their friends and say, oh, they already got a house, they already own a house, and I live in an apartment, or they already own a company, and I still don't own, I don't have my own business. So what? You know, your life is unique to yourself. Don't compare yourself to others, okay? Comparing yourself to others is a guaranteed way to feel depressed and unhappy and unsatisfied with life. So please, I implore you, don't do it. Don't compare yourself to others. You are unique. Embrace yourself. Love yourself. Self-love is a natural and beautiful thing. Okay, embrace it. You are unique. Your journey in life is unique. So embrace that journey and stop looking at others. And stop quantifying your life and using these metrics. Oh, I should by age 40 I should own a company, or by age 30 I should have my own house, or blah blah blah. All that bullshit. Says who? You know, there's no rules in life. Your journey is unique, so your life is what you make of it, you know. As long as you're happy, as long as you don't hurt nobody, and as long as you have a clear conscience, okay, and you sleep good at night, that's all that matters. Okay? You woke up today, you're already winning. Okay, today is what? Is March 1st. Okay? We're in spring now. You woke up. If you woke up today and you're watching this video and you see me, you are already winning. You're on the winning side. So why would you burden yourself with this guilt and regret? And oh, by this age I should have done this, and I should have owned my own company, and I should own a house and 2 cars and all that crap. Don't engage in that useless attitude. Just embrace yourself. Be grateful for what you already have, because what you already have, a lot of people, they will die for it. Okay, you don't know how lucky you are. Like, if you want to know, honestly, I'll give you a technique. If you want to know how lucky you are And if you're feeling sad or depressed for whatever reason, all right, and you want to boost your morale, okay, just go to a hospital and look at all these sick people or disabled people or in a wheelchair. Then you'll understand how lucky you are. You have 2 legs, you can walk, you can take a walk in the park, you can smell the beautiful fresh air or a nice fragrance, listen to the birds sing in the spring, you know. You can see all these trees. These are blessings. These are endless blessings. Okay, so focus on that. Focus on your blessings, then you will get more blessings. If you focus on what you don't have, you will be in this jaded, you will always be jaded and walking with a face like this, you know. It's not pretty. It's not a pretty face. Always smile. Always, like, for me, I like my philosophy in life. I always say this, and a lot of my friends quote me. I say, wisdom is never losing your sense of humor in life. That's one of my many definitions of wisdom. Okay, never lose your sense of humor in life, because it ain't worth it. Enjoy it for what it is. Life is meant to be lived and not to be pondered. You're not a philosopher, you know. You're not Immanuel Kant. Okay, to sit there and ponder and what if that and what if this, and all these what ifs, they make you unhappy. You know, what if and what if that, and I shoulda, coulda done that, and you know, don't engage in that. Just live your life, move forward, enjoy the simple little things, and trust me, a simple life is a more beautiful life. I know a lot of people who are CEOs and who manage funds and hedge funds of millions of dollars, and trust me, if you think they're happy, think again, you know. So please be grateful and just make the best of every moment that you have. And like I always say, life is short, so you never know when your time is gonna come. So make the best of it. Don't think about the past. No regrets on the past and no fear from the future. I always say that. And with this beautiful note, we will end this video, and I will see you in the next one. Be bold, be happy, and live life with a smile on your face. Always have a mysterious smile on your face. It throws some people off, but it's beautiful. Even if it comes from having a nice whiff of a nice fragrance. Always have a beautiful, mysterious smile on your face, and make it your armor. Your armor, you know, like a knight wearing armor. Your smile should be your armor in this life. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.